Happy New Year! It's January 2026, and while everyone's making resolutions they'll break by February, I'm going to show you 5 actual money moves you need to make this week to set up a entire year. Hello, fellow Arbab. It's time to boss your money. I've been working in finance in Dubai for over 15 years now, and I can tell you exactly what separates people who actually improve their finances from people who just talk about it. The first 2 weeks of January. These 5 moves take less than 3 hours total, but they'll compound throughout the entire year. And number 3 is the one that will make you the most money. But it requires you to open your banking app right now. So let's get into it. First thing you're doing this week, setting up automatic transfers. I don't care if you're saving 500 dirhams a month or 50,000 dirhams a month. I don't care if you're investing in stocks, mutual funds, or gold. What matters is that it happens automatically on the same day every month. Here's why. Willpower is a lie. Motivation fades. January energy disappears by Valentine's Day. But automatic transfers, those don't care about your feelings. They just execute. What you need to do is open your banking app, set up a standing instruction. If your salary is usually paid out around the first or second of the month, then set up your automatic transfer for the 7th to 9th of the month. Why? Because this allows you a little bit of buffer in case your salary is delayed by a few days. What you don't want is your salary to not be credited yet when your automatic transfer executes. So give it that buffer, but make sure it is also as close to the salary date as possible. So now your money automatically moves to your savings accounts for your emergency funds, your investment account, that could be your Sarva account or your IBKR account, your SIP in India if you are investing back home, but pay yourself first, not last. Not whatever's left over. First, I set this up in January 2015. 10 years later, I haven't touched it. And that one decision is responsible for a majority of my net worth. Not because I'm disciplined, I'm lazy. But I'm strategically lazy. I automated the hard part. Set it, forget it, let compound interest do its thing. Notice I didn't say budget. I said tracking system. Because budgets are restrictive and annoying. Tracking is just awareness. You need to know where your money is actually going, not where you think it's going, where it's actually going. Option 1, use an app. There are tons of budgeting and tracking apps on the App Store and Google Play Store. Pick the one that you like. Make sure whatever you have in your bank is plugged in and it categorizes everything else automatically. Option 2 is to use your spreadsheets. It can be Google Sheets or Excel or whatever else that you like. Download your bank statement monthly, dump it in and tag your expenses. It takes 15 minutes. Option 3 is the receipt method. Every time you spend, photograph the receipt and review it weekly. Pick one, I don't care which. Just pick something you'll actually use. Here's the thing, you're not tracking to feel guilty about the 150 dirham brunch. You're tracking to find the patterns because I guarantee you're hemorrhaging money somewhere and you don't even realize it. Maybe it's food delivery, maybe it's subscriptions you forgot about, maybe it's that gym membership you haven't used since March 2023. But you're still paying 400 dirhams a month for. You can't fix what you can't see. Start tracking this week. Review at the end of January. I promise you, you'll find at least 500 dirhams a month you can redirect to something that actually matters. Now, this is a big one. This is the move that will make you money. Whatever you plan to invest this month, 1,000 dirhams, 3,000 dirhams, 100 dirhams, invest it right now. Not at the end of the month. Not when you see how expenses go. Now. Why? 2 reasons. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every day your money sits in your current account earning 0.5% instead of being invested earning 8 to 10%. is a day you're losing money. This is called opportunity cost. If you invest 3,000 dirhams on Jan 5th instead of Jan 31st, that's 26 extra days of compounding growth. Over a year, over a decade, that adds up. The second reason is psychology. When you invest at the beginning of the month, you plan around what's left. When you invest at the end, you spend first and hope there's something left over for investment. Spoiler, there never is. And look, I know you're thinking, but what if the market drops right after I invest? First, welcome to investing. That's literally how it works. It happens all the time. There's nothing to worry about. Second, if you're investing monthly anyway, you're dollar cost averaging. Some months you'll buy high, some months you'll buy low. Over time, it averages out. Stop overthinking it. Open your investment app, transfer the money, buy your usual ETFs, index funds, whatever your strategy is. Done. And if you want to see what I've invested in personally, I'll leave that video linked down below and at the end of this video. The best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time to invest is right now. Here's something nobody tells you. Financial planning isn't a one-time thing. It's a maintenance schedule. Like your car service. Except instead of every 10,000 kilometers, it's every 3 months. Right now, pull up your calendar. Google Calendar, Outlook, whatever you use. And block out these dates. End of March, Q1 review. End of June, Q2 review. End of September, Q3 review. And end of December, Q4 review. End of December should also have your 2027 planning. 1 hour each. Non-negotiable. Treat it like a meeting with your boss because it kind of is. You're meeting with your future self. And that guy is going to be really annoyed if you screw this up. What you review is, did I hit my savings target? Is my investment allocation still correct? Have I paid off any debts? Any big expenses coming up that I should plan for? Do I need to adjust anything? And that's it. 4 hours a year, 4 hours that will keep you on track instead of waking up in December wondering where all your money went. I do mine in the last Sunday of every quarter over breakfast. I go out to my coffee shop with my laptop, sit, enjoy a cup of coffee, and I'm done. And that clarity is worth more than any investment return. Now, this might seem soft, but stick with me. Pick one thing about money you want to actually understand this year. Not learn about casually. Actually understand. Maybe it's how index funds actually work. Maybe it's real estate investment in UAE, tax implications for NRIs, retirement planning and safe withdrawal rates, how corporate bonds work, cryptocurrency beyond just numbers go up. One topic, deep dive. By December 2026, you should be able to explain it to someone who knows nothing about it. You should be, in fact, able to have a conversation with someone who knows a lot about it. Why does this matter? Because financial literacy compounds just like money does. The more you understand, the better decisions you make. Stop trying to make decisions because your uncle told you to do something. Better decisions equals more money, equals more options, equals better financial life. How do you do this? Pick a method. Read one book on the topic, or take an online course, or follow experts in that specific area. Join communities discussing it. I spent this year, and I made a video about this as well, about the differences between investing in VOO, which is a US domiciled ETF, and investing in Irish domiciled ETFs. I also learned a lot about life insurance this year. So pick something and just go all in on it so that you have a lot more understanding on what you're doing. Was it exciting? Sometimes it was, not always. There was a lot of dry spells that I faced. But having said that, when I had that eureka moment about, oh, this is how things work, it absolutely can be exciting. But exciting or not, did it save me tens of thousands of dirhams over the next 5 years? Absolutely. You don't need to become a finance expert, but you should understand the things that affect your money. And the beginning of the year is the perfect time to commit to that. Look, everyone's talking about New Year's resolutions. Lose weight, learn a language, read more books. whatever. But here's the thing, your finances don't care about resolutions, they care about systems. And these 5 moves, they're your system for 2026. Automate your savings, track your expenses, invest early, schedule your reviews, and learn something new. Do these this week, and by December, you will be in a completely different financial position and frame of mind. Skip them, and you will be exactly where you are, just 12 months older. Your call. If you haven't watched that previous video on my portfolio allocation strategy, check it out. If you have seen that, I leave my entire playlist linked in the pinned comments. Go through them and check them out. Yalla Arbab. Now go boss your money.